Back in Edmonton, the 2001 World Track and Field Championships continue into the early nighttime hours here. The women's 4x400 meter final set to go next. World record set by the former USSR back in '88. 2001 best by the U.S. team earlier this year. Well, the men have taken care of business. Now it's up to the women in the 4x400 final. We'll go down the lanes here. In lane 1 is Canada. Listen to the crowd here, and one of the largest crowds of the week, maybe the largest since the games began.
And that team didn't expect to be in the finals. They're very happy to be here. They worked very hard yesterday and just barely qualified, but they're very happy to be in this final.
In lane 2, it's Poland.
Poland always has a surprise team. They always seem to put it together when the time comes. They have a 2001 best of 3:27.37.
The U.S. in lane 3. Gerald Miles Clark will run the first leg. Monique Hennigan, Michelle Collins, Suzanne Reed. Do you like this order, Michael?
I don't like this order because I think that Gerald Miles Clark is your best runner. She should be on the anchor. She just ran 50 point a couple of weeks ago.
Lane 4 is Jamaica, just outside of the U.S.
They're starting out with Sandie Richards, who was third back in 1993 and second in '97 at the World Championships.
Germany is a major threat here. They're in lane 5. They were the world champs back in '97.
And they've got their team organized so that their best two runners are third and fourth. Grip Breuer, a former silver medalist at the World Championships back in 1991 and a finalist in these championships the other day, is their ankle leg, and she's very tough.
Lane 6 is Great Britain. And then in lane 7, the team that won in '99, the defending champions, Russia.
The Russians are always tough to beat. I'm sure they're missing Irina Pravalova, the 400-meter hurdle world champion last year, but they always seem to put together a strong team.
And France out in lane 8. By the way, overall, the medal count right now with 2 events to go, the U.S. and Russia tied at 18 total medals. So the U.S. trying to make a move here. In lane 3, Jamaica in 4. Watch out for Germany in 5 and Russia in 7.
And there's Gerald Miles Clark. And as Michael mentioned, Germany is anchor leg Grit Breuer, and she's run 48.63 on an anchor leg in a relay. So she knows exactly what she's doing. So if it comes down to a horse race, I'll tell you, it's going to be difficult. Russia, again, has a very, very experienced team, has a very experienced anchor leg in Olesi Zakina.
Sandie Richards from Jamaica running the first leg for them in lane 4.
On your mark.
Their anchor leg, Lorraine Fenton, was second in 2000 in Sydney and also second earlier this week at 400 meters. A lot of experience there also.
Gerald Miles Clark, the 34-year-old veteran.
Set.
Clean start in the final here in the 4x400. You expect the U.S. to get the edge early, Michael?
Expect Gerald Miles Clark to get out very well. If she doesn't come home with a huge lead for the U.S., then this strategy will have backfired because she's your best runner. And with Jamaica having a very good team that I think is pretty evenly matched with the United States, and having Lorraine Fenton on the anchor, who is in the 400 final here, the U.S. will need a very good lead because they will have wasted Gerald Miles Clark if she doesn't bring home a very good lead right here, and it doesn't look like she will.
No, they may be wasting it. Sandie Richards of Jamaica has opened up a gap on the U.S., but now it's starting to close a little bit. Gerald Miles Clark doing a nice job down this straightaway.
Keep your eye on the handoffs. That's how you tell who is in front. Gerald Miles Clark came back very well, and the United States had a very good handoff, which puts Monique Hennigan out in front and in control.
Now Jamaica running with Catherine Scott, and Jamaica has made up their team 2 400-meter runners, an 800-meter runner in Catherine Scott right now on the second leg, and on the third leg, Debbie Ann Parris, who's a very good relay runner as well.
By the way, that first leg running 50.1 seconds, good leg for Gerald Miles Clark.
Now Germany is lurking in third position. Keep an eye on them. United States in the lead. Jamaica second, Germany third. That's Monique Hennigan running a very strong second leg for the United States.
Monique Hennigan, the 25-year-old, the University of North Carolina, lives and trains in Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, Monique Kinnigan will hand off to Michelle Collins, and these two both know that they have got to give Suzanne Reed a very nice lead over the fourth leg, because Lorraine Fenton is probably one of the best in the world right now based on her finish in the 400 Open this past week.
The U.S., Jamaica, and then Germany.
Michelle Collins has gone out very strongly for Jamaica on the third leg. They're running.
That's Debbie Ann Parris on the third leg for Jamaica, the 400 hurdler. She's very strong in her finish.
Claudia March for Germany right behind them as they make the turn.
Very good running by Michelle Collins. She's running very relaxed. She went out hard. She took a little break on the backstretch, which was very smart, which gave her a lot of energy to finish this race and hand off to Suzanne Reed.
Watch the exchange now to Suzanne Reed. Oh, and she dropped off the baton. It's on the infield. Suzanne Reed dropped the baton. Jamaica has the lead right now, and it's a huge lead.
And that's very disappointing, because this was going to be a great finish and a great race between the U.S. and Jamaica, but now Jamaica way out front. The Britt Breuer chasing behind for Germany.
Lorraine Fenton of Jamaica with the lead. Britt Breuer trying to run her down for Germany. Germany won back in '97, and the U.S. well behind.
At this point, I think the United States is out of the medals, as Jamaica gets practically a cakewalk here. It was going to be an incredible race coming down the home stretch.
Lorraine Fenton of Jamaica with the lead on Britt Breuer. Jamaica is going to run away with the gold medal here. Breuer comes in second for Germany, and in third, it's Russia, the defending champions. And finally, the U.S. crossing the line, Suzanne Reed, after trouble with the exchange.